What's up, it's Chris with Subliminal Acquisition, and in this video what I want to talk about is why you need to be just as deliberate with your marketing stimuli as you do with your mix chain and your master chain. Okay, so what a lot of amateur mix engineers do is they don't understand how to use the tools, and I'm not saying I'm a master at mixing myself, but this is what I know from professionals and people that are close to me that are incredible at what they do. It's the same with really anything. Like amateurs in anything, they kind of put the cart before the horse. They don't really know why they're doing something, why they're using a tool, and it ends up making kind of a mess, right? So the same is true in your marketing. Like if you don't know why you're doing something, why you're making a particular piece of content, or why you're titling a video in a certain way, or why you're sending a certain direct message, just copying someone who, even if that stimuli or that piece of stimulus is working for that other person, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you because you don't know why you're doing it. So for the same reason, I just sent my friend a meme about someone got pulled over by a cop because he was putting reverb on his kick drum or reverb on his sub. And, it's funny because it's like, why would you do that? He thinks he knows why he's doing that. And it's like, oh, I want like a bigger sounding mix or whatever. But it's not going to get him the result that he wants because he doesn't really know why that tool is used in the way that it is, right? So it's like I said, it's the same with marketing. If you're building outbound systems and inbound systems without knowing exactly why, it's just going to fail. Like you don't know how to apply the tools. It might be the exact same tool that someone who is maybe one of the top mix engineers on SoundBetter. It's one of the top guys in your studio, one of the most successful studios in your city. If they're doing something, you can't necessarily just copy them verbatim because what they're doing is only working because it's in a system that's working. It's based on principles that are tried and true, right? They're not just doing things willy-nilly. They're not just copying other people. There's a good reason why they're doing something. I actually have a friend who's basically my mixing mentor, and he's obviously much, much, much better than I am. And one of the things that I've seen him do, I've seen him put some very, very unintuitive chains on, let's say, a vocal track or something. I've seen him put some very unintuitive chains on drums, or do strange things with his drum tracks. And the average person, a person that doesn't really know what they're doing, like me, I'm nowhere near as good as he is. The thing that I would think is like, oh, that's unintuitive, that's quote unquote wrong. But the thing is like he knows exactly why he's doing those things. He might put a chorus in a weird place, or he might put reverb on something that you wouldn't think to, or he might use a limiter instead of an EQ, and that might be strange, but he might, let's say instead of EQing a rhythm guitar, he might use a limiter in an interesting way, or on like part of a band or something. You know what I mean? It's like a strange, unintuitive way of doing things, but because he knows exactly why, he's operating from first principles, he's operating from a place of truly understanding the tools and truly understanding why he's doing something, well, then he knows how to use that tool, and then he can get the result that is desired, which is a great sounding mix, and regardless of the tools that he used, right? And that's why a lot of these pro mix engineers, they can use like stock plugins and not all this fancy UAD stuff and all these expensive plugins and gear. They can get a great sounding mix from a really stripped down set of basically stock plugins from the DAW. And that's because they understand why they're using the tools that they are. So you want to really bring that back into your marketing. Why are you building a page the way that you are? Why are you building your social media the way that you are? Why are you sending certain messages the way that you are? It's important to come back to these first principles and really build everything from that, or else you're just going to be lost. You're going to be creating garbage. You're gonna just look like everyone else. You're not gonna know why you're doing something. And even if the other person that's winning is doing the same thing, is using the same tool, it's not gonna work for you because it's not built on those strong foundations. It's not built on those strong foundations. It's not built on that understanding. So if you are interested in building these strong, resilient, solid systems based on first principles that get you clients, high qualified clients, recurring clients, clients that will sing your praise from the rooftops, clients that will tell their friends and give you great referrals and give you great recurring business, high quality clients on a consistent basis, hit the link in the description and see if you qualify for a discovery call. And we'll go over your systems, we'll go over your front end systems, we'll go over some of your back end systems, and we'll see what we can do for you. Super low pressure call. We'll just have a chat and get to know each other. Without further ado, peace.